Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen. I will speak about the US dollar index, gold market, crude oil, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the USD versus Japanese yen first. So basically what we got in the daily time frame, and since my last forecast and update, nothing basically changed, and we still have the potential structure and an ABC completion. I still see this like a potential ABC completion, which can lead to the higher prices. If we check here, we can basically find this like a ABC, more like an expanded flat. But what is the important thing here is that the trend is still heavily to the upside in a mid-term, short-term trend. We have the rising 20-day moving average. Market basically sold off below 20-day 3 trading days ago and reclaimed basically 2 trading days ago, and it's holding above this rising 20 days. So I still expect the price to retest the resistance and the highs around 131.20 mark, and then eventually to try and if we can see the breakout of that 131.20, we then can see potential rise even towards the 134 or 133.70 level, and also 135. So definitely watch for short-term, mid-term upside opportunities, and it seems like USDN is about to resume this upside cycle. Key support, of course, is this low around 127.50. Speaking of the dollar index, we can see basically that we have bear divergence in the background, and market basically, this is the 3rd day down. We have already 2 down days. This is the 3rd day down, and market is basically trying to back in this consolidation. It's already there. If we check, frames like 30-minute or 2-hour time frame, which are deep below the previous day low, so we have a big down break this morning. And market is now back in this consolidation. So for now, we basically have a one time frame trading to the downside. The trend on short term and mid term is still to the upside. You can see rising 20-day moving average, but still the current day and what the market is doing this morning is basically so far one time frame trading with no evidence for the reversal or any kind of the reaction from buyers. So I will be patient here and see if the market eventually can lead and try to retest this rising 20-day, or if the market will find some kind of bottom, maybe even before. For now, I don't see any bottoming process, and I see the one time frame trading to the downside. Speaking of the gold had rejection of this 1790 level, which we marked to be like a major downside objective, a major pivot level. And there was a selling climax there in the reaction from buyers. I alerted yesterday that we might see, because of the bull divergences that we found in the 2-hour and basically in the 4-hour, we might see basically the gold to recover towards the 1820 level. Now we're sitting at 1826, which is also important pivot number, because 1831 is actually a very important pivot number, which is a recent swing low based on this 4-hour and 2-hour time frame. We had yesterday some kind of a pin bar. We have a tail basically, and the market basically reacted and closed above. Now we see basically we have very sideways day. We have very sideways that are like a trading range, and we'll see how it will develop from here. Do we basically can the price break lower again and basically try to go lower? If we check 12-hour, for example, time frame or 8-hour time frame, we can see basically that still 8-hour and 4-hour can be on the bear flat. So if the market will decide to sell off on this consolidation and have on the rally have a lighter rallies, and so we might see still the downside continuation. From other side, if market breaks 1831 and have a follow through above, then we can even see potential test of 1850 mark, 1855. So depend of what will happen from this consolidation. We'll see. Do we have a downside continuation or more rally on the goal? So definitely watch for this trading range and how the market will behave around. Crude oil basically had a nice bull flag yesterday. It was basically inside of the trading range, but the bull flag was pretty decent at this 2-hour time frame, and market did a nice rally and closed near the high. Closed near the high, suggesting that we already traded actually above the previous day high, and now it's still consolidation. So still it's hard to say. We have some pivots here around 114.15 mark, and we also have a pivot high, it's 116.55. So similar like to the goal, I would like to see how the price will behave. Do we have an upside break and follow through, maybe upside break and fake breakout, or downside breakout to try to get closer to this middle counter lines, so 2-hour and 4-hour time frame. So definitely watch carefully this consolidation, very, very defined trading range that we are having basically for a whole day. So for an upside break and continuation up can basically eventually lead us to 116.65. The downside breakout might lead us to the pullback at least towards 111.60 mark, 111.65. Bitcoin versus US dollar. We can find that yesterday basically we didn't have any bigger sell-off. Basically we started with it, we had open drive to the downside, but then there was, at the end of the day, market basically closed very, very flat around the previous level. So we didn't have a power, the sellers didn't have a power to resell of this ABC. And now market is trying to go towards the previous day high. So market is basically also in the trading range, but key pivot is at 31,400 mark. So watch carefully this area. If we also have lots of the cluster the swing highs around 32,500. So as long we are basically trading in this area, supply is in control in the short term. So we'd like to see the market to break this and hold above in order to produce some bigger rally. For now, I will just say this is a sideways, and market is still in the previous day range. So that will be, guys, all for this update. I hope that you did enjoy, and basically have a good day, trade safe, and see you tomorrow morning.